Today we're starting day 1 of our clay cupcakes project. You will be making a clay cupcake that is actually a little container to hold things. Our work is going to be based on the artist Wayne THIEBAUD, who was an artist who worked just before pop artists like Andy Warhol, who you may know, but didn't actually consider himself a pop artist and didn't actually like Andy Warhol. Wayne THIEBAUD is an American painter, and he painted everyday objects like cakes or muffins or cupcakes that you might see in any bakery that are mass-produced. He was really interested in the textures and colors and just the way that things from everyday life could be made interesting through art. Which one of these paintings is your favorite? First step after you get your clay is going to be to do wedging on it. This is like kneading bread. This is really important so that you get all of the air bubbles out. If you don't wedge your clay, there's a chance that it could explode when we put it in the kiln because you left air in it. So make sure that you knead it about 4 or 5 times. It's going to stick to the table, but that's okay. And then you'll be ready to start making your cupcake. You will need your clay, which you've already wedged, a silicone cupcake liner, a plastic bag, and a Sharpie. That's for later though, so put it off to the side. So pretend I've already wedged this clay, because yours will be wedged. After you've wedged it, you're going to roll it into a ball. You can use your hands, you can use the table, and it does not have to be perfect. Just like that is fine. Your hands will get dirty, don't worry, we're going to wash them at the end. Then you're going to start by pressing your thumbs into the center of the ball. This is how we create a pinch pot. You'll press down and then start pressing out the sides so that it creates a little bit of a bowl. Be careful to leave about a ½ inch of clay at the bottom. If you press too far though and your finger goes through, just start over. Don't try connecting them because we are not actually connecting clay. You might remember that it's a special process called slipping and scoring, and we're going to go over that next time when we make the top of the cupcake. So every time you make a mistake here, you just need to start over and roll it back. You might even need to wedge it again. So I've started again. I'm making my pinch pot. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm slowly evening the sizes out. Keep going until you have a pot that looks about like this and is pretty close to how you want. Then you'll take your silicone liner and start to press your pot into it. Clearly, I've made mine too big, so I'm actually going to break it in half and start over again. So you'll get to see me make a pinch pot a second time. So again, I start by rolling it into a ball. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then pressing your thumbs in to create the pinch pot, the bowl part of the pinch pot. Again, this can be really quick and it really doesn't have to be perfect because we will be pressing it into the cupcake liner. Just do your best. Now it fits. So now I can press it in. You really want to press it pretty firmly against the sides because you want to get that design of edges and ridges that a cupcake liner would have so that it looks like a real cupcake. Also flatten down the top with your fingers. These are going to have a lid and they're going to be little bowls or containers for you to keep things like money, earrings, candy. So you want to make sure that the lid will fit. Double check again and press into the sides because you really want it to go all the way around all of the sides of the cupcake liner. Once you're done, it's like unpeeling a Reese's cup. Very carefully peel the silicone liner off and you can see the ridges on it. I didn't quite get it down to the bottom, so I'm flattening the bottom out on the table just to make sure that it sits. And you can really see those ridges well. It looks really good. Then you'll take your plastic bag and your Sharpie and write your name on your bag. This step is really important. You'll never know which one is yours if you do not put your name on the bag. Open it up. Very carefully put your cupcake base into the bag. It's really sticky, so it's a little tough sometimes. And then close it. Make sure you hear it snap and double check. This keeps it from drying out. After you've done that, put your bag on the board in the center of your table and you may wash your hands and clean up.